In this video, we shall be discussing about measure of dispersion. Measure of dispersion is the measure of spread of the dataset. How much the data is spread. It can be found out through range, standard deviation, or variance and quartiles. Again, quickly let us go through what are all of these. I'll start with the range. Range, it is the difference between the minimum value and the maximum value in any dataset. Range also identifies the boundary limits of the dataset. Let us quickly do it in MS Excel. You can see this dataset. Here I'll first find out the maximum value using is equal to max and select the data. Then I'll find the minimum value from the dataset using is equal to min and select the data. Now I have the maximum and the minimum value from the dataset, as you can see in these cells. I'll just find the difference between them, and here we are with the range. Let us move on to standard deviation. Standard deviation, it helps us in identifying the deviation of majority of the data elements from the mean in the dataset. So practically, if one knows the mean and the standard deviation, then he or she can find out how much is the variation within the dataset. Standard deviation is an important tool to study variation. Let us understand it with an example. I'll directly use the formula is equal to stddev.s if you have a sample data, or stddev.p if you have a population data. In our case, the data belongs to sample, so we'll use stdev.s, and here we are with the standard deviation. Now you can interpret that for majority of the students, their score lies between the deviation of 14 from the mean, which is 79. So, which is 79 plus 14 is equal to 93 and 79 minus 14 is equal to 65. So we can say that majority of the students have scored between 65 to 93. Variance. The variance is a measure of variability. It is calculated by taking the average of squared deviation from the mean. Variance tells you the degree of spread in your data set. The more spread the data, the larger is the variance, and it is in relation to the mean. Both of variance and standard deviation, they measure or reflect variability in any distribution of the data. Standard deviation is expressed in the same units as of the original values, for example in meters, whereas variance is expressed in much larger units, for example meters squared. Since the units of these variances are much higher, so practically it becomes harder to interpret the variance number intuitively. So that's why standard deviation is often preferred as the main measure of variability. Now let us see how to calculate variance in MS Excel. I'll use the direct formula is equal to var.s for samples and select the data. Here we are with the variance. You can clearly see the value of variance is too large and is actually the square of the standard deviation. Quartiles. Quartiles are the values that divide your data into quarters. However, quartiles aren't shaped like pizza slices. Instead, they divide your data into 4 segments according to where the numbers fall on the number line. The 4 quarters that divide the data set into quartiles are: the first one, lowest 25% of the numbers, it is called as Q1. The next lowest 25% of the numbers up to the median, it is known as Q2. It is also known as median. The second highest 25 numbers from the median till 75% is called as Q3, whereas the last 25% or the topmost 25% is called as Q4 or maximum. There is one more concept called as IQR. It is called as interquartile range. It describes the middle 50% data in the entire data set. Right? It is calculated as Q3 minus Q1. Let us see how we calculate quartiles in MS Excel. I'll enter the direct formula is equal to quartile. Then select the data and enter which quartile I want to select. Let's say I want quartile 0. Quartile 0 is minimum. So what I'll do is I'll write 0 and I'll press enter. And here it is quartile 0, which is the minimum value. Similarly, you can calculate quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3 and quartile 4. For calculating IQR, just subtract Q1 from Q3 and you'll get the IQR.